up, Ninja Online guys? Welcome back to some Battle Brothers. It's been a little bit since I've played, and it's been a while since our playthrough, so I thought we'd jump into another one here. I know they updated some things since we last played. I can't remember what off the top of my head, though. I'm sure we'll notice as we go through. But yeah, let's just jump into it. I was thinking, you know what? Why don't we do something that we've done before? And I know we did this recently. There's other things that I want to get back to. But, I was thinking, why not? I want to play it, and I know people enjoy watching it, obviously, so let's do it. Alright, so that was one thing, I'm pretty sure, is they added new banners. I think I want to keep that one. Let's look through the banners just to see what they added, but that's going to be the one I use. Okay, yeah, there's another one there. Some of these... Yeah. So they definitely added a fair bit of new banners. We need a company name. What's a good name to go with this banner? I don't know if that's how you spell Atlanteans, though. I think so. Let me check here. Yeah, it's Atlantans. So it's Atlantans. So I was almost right. Undead Atlantans. Let's go with that. We'll put the late game crisis on random. Permanent destruction on. I think that's good enough. Now this was another thing. They changed all this up so that I can't remember what Iron Man is. Manual save. Okay, yeah. They changed this up so you can have economic difficulty and you have combat difficulty. So, if that would leave for a second, economic difficulty is basically how much contracts will pay, and then combat difficulty is obviously how difficult the combat is, and then start and funds. I think we'll leave all this on the easiest difficulties, and then we'll start. We'll go through the opening, like the tutorial mode again. Just because it's good XP, if it's still the same. Just like I said, it's good XP. You get to keep the XP and you get stuff from it too. Instead of just trying to shoot right by it and jumping into nothing, right? So that's straightforward. We've seen that before. Alright, it's all on us. 60%, 54. Let's go for the 60 shot. Nice. Move him up to here. Missed. That's fine. End up decapitating him. Looks like their archer's running away, so it's not a huge deal. Nice. I was hoping to get that kill. Oh my god, you serious? There we go. So we got a little bit beaten up, that one guy, but besides that, we didn't do too bad. Let's take all that. Weapons is weapons. We'll skip through that. So, first thing we ought to do is name some people. So I think the first one deserves to be... He didn't quite make the cut in the last playthrough, so we're going to throw him in this one. Actually, you know what? No, we'll keep him Weird One Aussie. So, here we got Weird One Aussie. Background is a companion. Weird One Ozzy is not known to be a big talker, but he has every right to be. Sacrificing his family's heirloom, an old shield of wood and studded iron, he saved your life. With quick whirls and whips of his shield, the man's deflected all manner of mortal danger. Although rather quiet, you found Weird One Ozzy's place in a shield wall to be rather indispensable. Sure footing, so he gets +5 for a melee defense. And right now he's dissatisfied, but that's fine. Next person here should be... Zero Dying. Again, this one, Zero Dying is also a companion, so brooding and at times suicidal, it's no surprise that Zero Dying is frequently found diving into battle with nothing more than a large two-hander. Supposedly, he once won a jousting tournament, but had to flee after betting a watching nobleman's wife. He'll use any weapon you give him, but Zero Dying has a proclivity? Okay. Towards those that can make calamitous, Jesus Christ, ruin out of a man's body. He's hesitant, so he gets -10 to initiative, and he's gluttonous, so he eats more food than most. And last but not least for now, we got Black Phoenix, the Merciless. Black Phoenix is one of the most talented marksmen you've encountered in your travels. You found the man on a farm where obviously you thought his shooting talents were going to waste. While he has a fondness for killing from afar, Black Phoenix is no slouch in close quarters combat. Alright, so first things first, what we got here? Go ahead, give you that. Give him that. We'll let him keep the dagger, I guess. Or the knife, rather. Okay, so that's all that. I don't think we have anything else, no. So we got to return to Echenberg to get paid. That's to the north here. Let us start our journey. I'm probably going to be skipping most of the text. Just because we read a lot in the last playthrough and it was starting to get repetitive and all the same, obviously, right? So, I mean, I'll give you a couple seconds to pause it if you want, and then we'll go from there. I think we need, like, what, 6 men? Anyone here worthwhile? Go ahead and sell those bandages for now. I'm going to keep the weapons because I know I'm going to be recruiting people. Yeah, what the hell. We'll take all these people. Alright, so next up we should have Nero. So, Nero is a messenger. To escape a life of servitude, Nero took up the vocation of a messenger. Carrying love letters, the would-be adventurer wondered what the hell he was doing. Rolling up his sleeves, Nero boasts he was one last message to give the world. Everybody, look out. He's impatient, so he always acts first in the very first round of combat. He's clumsy, so he gets -5 to melee skills. That's about it for him. Got Postman Bonds, the Crawler. He is a miner. Postman worked in the mines as a family tradition spanning many generations. Sadly, he proved to be the only survivor of a shaft collapse. and there's no way he's digging back in there by himself. He's tough, alright, but Postman's wheezing sounds like rusted blades grinding together. And lastly, for our clan of 6, the one, the only, Stapper. He's also a miner. Even though his father died in the mines, Stapper felt compelled to work in them himself. Like most men do where he grew up, working in environments far too dark, the man accidentally killed a co-worker. The tragedy pushed him from the field. If darkness truly is Death's ambassador, Stapper's already been talking to it for years. He has sure footing, so he gets +5 to melee defense. So we can sell that two-handed hatchet there. So I don't really want it. We got food for 3 days, so we should be good. Is there anything here? You know what? Let's buy these copper ingots because they're cheap. Like I said, I'm good for food. Check the price on everything else, but I think that was about it. So we gotta visit Hallsberg, northeast of Echenberg. We're supposed to be buying weapons and armor for our men there. We'll go and check it out anyways. See what we can see on our travels to the northeast. Looks like we started way in the north of the world this time. And it seems like it starts with the map revealed. It's not ever used to be like that, if I remember. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, we definitely started in the north this time. Tons of people here. Yawned. Let's definitely sell these copper ingots because we're getting more money than what we paid for there. Still got food for 3 days, so I won't worry about food, I guess. Everything else seems to be really overpriced. So I think we will just continue on our way. Let's head back to Echenberg and find Eberald. He'll let us know if he knows the location of... Fuck, what's his name? Can't even remember the guy's name now that we're hunting. That's pretty bad, eh? Oh well. Hogart, that's who we were looking for. So it looks like we have the location of where he is. Food for 2 days. So let's camp out here actually. We'll wait for morning, buy some supplies, and then we'll head to Hogart's Refuge, which is east of Echenberg, where we are right now. It's the cheapest. This is the cheapest. Food for 4 days. Alright. Right there to the east. Let's set out. I will move Black Phoenix more towards the middle, though. I think that should be good. I might change it up, how we do our setup this time. May or may not. I don't know. We'll see. We will definitely see. So you got a few brigand thugs and a brigand poacher. The poacher is obviously Hogart, whatever his name is. However you pronounce it. It matters not. He's going to die the same. Never mind, that poacher might just be an extra guy. Let's wait to see what these guys do. There's Hoggart right there. He moved and he shot, but he didn't quite hit us. Looks like they're prepping their defenses. Nice. He gave me range. Don't want to enter his AoE right now, so we shall try to stay outside of it best I can. Try to see if I can push these guys up around. Have these two kind of clash with him and have these three kind of push over. He's still in shield wall, so I want to see if there's anything I can do to wait it out. Go for this guy. Guaranteed hit. Take a shot at him. Nice. We did some serious damage to him. Oh, he's trying to shoot at him down here. Stapper. He missed both times. This guy's still in spear wall. So, shit. Spear wall is what I've been meant to saying. I think I was saying shield wall though. I definitely was. Why they're super excited. They're still gonna die. 5% chance. I missed. Go for it again. I sprained his ankle. Got him dead. Stop this archer now, because I'm in his space. Only have a 44% chance to lash and hit his head. So I think I'll go for the 55% chance and just attack him regularly. Nice, he's almost done. Don't really have a clear shot. Any of them. So let's just move him up. Took out his knife and friggin' shanked Stapper. Then he just downed him. I don't think so. Missed too, of course. Now we're running them down. There we go. So, it looks like Nero and Stapper both died. Sorry, guys. Looks like he had quick deaths, that one. Weird One Aussie got 2 kills, though. He and Zero Dying leveled up. Zero Dying took some damage. All in all, it wasn't horrible. So, I'm gonna make notes of where I am and who dies and whatnot. Stapper was stabbed by that poacher, and Nero was killed by Hoggart. It happens, though. It happens. Let's go ahead and level up Aussie here. Right. I was like, why is it still showing? I think I'm going to go with my same perk build, though. Give him Colossus. Zero Dying. Give him Colossus as well. Kind of closing the ranks a little bit here. What do we got? Got a falchion. That one does 30. Give him the butcher's cleaver. He already has a knife, so I don't have to worry about that. Give you the shield. Might keep that short bow for a while. Keyword being might. Give him the hood. There we go. Alright, let's return to Eberald here, up here in Echenberg. Finish our first contract. Get 400 crowns from that. We're gonna need that. Stop in at the marketplace here and see what we have. We got salt. Sell the salt. Let's keep the weapons for now. What's my food looking at? Food is wonderful. Doesn't look like they have any contracts or people to hire, so we shall move on to the next town. Let's go to Bola. What was Bola? Yeah. Just because I know the place to the north there, it's not going to get Halsberg. It's not going to give me contracts. Have to be a higher reputation level before I can start getting contracts there. Passing some peasants on our walk around. Looks like we're gonna hit Bola during the night. That's fine though. What do you got for us? He wants us to obtain the Shroud of the Fonder at Monument of Hopelessness. We get 60 crowns now and another 260 when the job's done. Yeah, sure, we'll take it. Let us camp till daylight, though, and then we'll see if they have anyone for hire. Do some trades and whatnot, because I got to get back up to 6 men. Let's go for forging the bond of friendship, which means that we should hang around this house's area and build bonds with all these villages. Definitely take him. Take him. Take him. Shit. There's one more than I needed. That's fine though. It's not the end of the world. Now, do I have anyone else that's interested in ranged? He is actually. He's more interested though. Alright, cool. So, next up, the floor is lava, the poacher. So he's a monk. Abandoned on the steps of a monastery, the floor is lava grew up in the company of monks and soon took to their lifestyle. But when a child asked him a faith-shattering question, the floor is lava abandoned his faith, seeking out spirituality by other means. The floor is lava stated desire to rid the world of the unfaithful. The floor is lava's. That just doesn't flow right. Anyways, almost scary in its determination. He's fragile, so he has minus 10 less hit points, unfortunately. Got Angel Girl 2011. They are a killer on the run, so Angel Girl has a face that no one desires, one fit for a wanted poster. Mud stands up to his legs. He's been running for a long time. His hands tremble, too, for his legs run from what his hands have done. Even if he has done wrong, a party of killers could use a man such as he. But can he, the man, be trusted? Apparently he has a higher chance to hit head. Or yeah. Take that out as it his. I don't know if that means he has a higher chance or if it's a higher chance on him. No, he has a higher chance, okay. He's superstitious, so he gets minus 10 to resolves at moral checks. And that's about it for him. And then last but not least, we got Arch Player 1 here. They are a beggar. Banished from his home after a violent struggle with his brother, Arch Player found himself on the streets, having to beg for bread. Years have passed and took a toll on his health by now. He's an optimist, so he gets plus 5 resolved at positive moral checks. And he's asthmatic. So he gets -5 fatigue recovery per turn. Which is kind of unfortunate, but it is how it is. We'll give these guys... I clicked on them like 4 times. Him that, and him that. I need to get a quiver for him. What kind of more weapons do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. My that's 7. But the one guy also had. Let's just load up on guys. The one guy has a loot with him. Alright, so... You there, sir. Bipolar Pisces. They are a farmhand. Every farm in the land needs a stable of hardy men to work the fields. Bipolar Pisces spent many years harvesting the crops. Different kind of farmhand. The crops that feed everyone in the land. With more crowns than ever in the killing business, the man was easily drawn away from his motley crops. Cornfield and barnbread, Bipolar Pisces stands before you as fit a man you've ever seen. The irony in this is I know this guy in real life, the person that goes by this screen name, and he actually works on a farm right now, so that's kind of ironic. He's hesitant, so he gets -10 to his initiative. This one's going to be Bitterman. Looks like he's a miner. An orphan, the only work Bitterman could find was working the mines of the earth. But, as always, a mine doesn't last forever, and the miner barely escaped the last collapse. Bitterman proudly boasts that once upon a time he could play cards in the dark. You don't doubt it. So he's a bleeder, so he'll receive bleeding damage for 1 additional turn. He's club-footed, so he builds up 2 more fatigue for each tile traveled. Kinda crappy. Did I look over his? Yeah, I did. Okay, next up. We got Blurry Phase. He's a minstrel. I can swing a sword and cleave an axe, and so I have to move quick, but not quick fast. But not quite fast. Along the muddy roads, my boots skid. Truth, my shameful talent is to ferociously knit. So take me along your adventure, and let us go and bid fear farewell to remember. It rhymes. He's a Spartan, so he doesn't need as much food. Weapons and risk of breaking, obviously, because it has no, stability to itself. This one's going to be Beeson Smith. Title is Red Meat. He's a butcher. After his father's death, Bison took over the family butcher shop in Halsburg. Butchering a tiny pig became a scandal when it turned out to be a nobleman's pet. He fled to save his own bacon. Bison is known to bite his tongue and savor the blood. He's cocky, so he gets +5 for resolve, but -5 for melee defense and range defense. He's also irrational, so he has +10 or -10 resolve randomly at every moral check. That's about it. Let me look through here. We'll do some reorganization of the front lines here. Do a lot of setup, but once we have a band together and whatnot, then it won't be as bad. Let's go ahead and strip everyone down, and we'll re-divvy out the equipment.